Apparently, there are way too many anti-business weeds in the Garden State. As such, yet another corporate giant is leaving New Jersey and heading to Texas. This is Friday, June 5th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Thanks for starting the end of this week with the Texas Minute. Members of the Texas House think more needs to be done to rein in wayward local governments. More on that story coming up. To bridge a $181 million deficit, the budget for the Austin Independent School District's coming school year includes cuts impacting nearly 560 positions. Austin's superintendent has guaranteed that teachers with state certifications will retain their jobs. The district has already laid off 20% of the central office staff. Austin ISD is set to close 11 campuses, saving approximately $21 million. The district will also be reducing the number of school counselors and assistant principals, generating $3.3 million in savings. Enrollment in AISD recently hit a 30-year low. That might be because the district has faced repeated criticism for poor academic outcomes while it's been promoting sexualized content to students. South Korean tech giant Samsung has announced that it will be moving its U.S. headquarters to Plano by the end of the year. The company had been based in New Jersey for more than 40 years. Reportedly, the move is part of a business transformation that the company is pursuing so it can be better positioned for long-term growth. Approximately 1,000 employees will be relocating from New Jersey to Texas. Samsung established its first fabrication plant in the Austin area back in 1997. An additional plant was constructed in 2007, and a third facility is under construction in Taylor. Now, if all this sounds familiar, just last week, ExxonMobil shareholders approved a plan moving that company's legal domicile from New Jersey to Texas. Now, we're glad y'all are all coming here, but just remember what brought you here in the first place. At a hearing in the Texas House yesterday, lawmakers examined how well local governments are complying with a 2023 state law designed to prevent cities and counties from regulating areas already covered by state law and whether stronger enforcement tools are needed to ensure compliance. Supporters of the Texas Regulatory Consistency Act say the measure helps businesses by ensuring consistent rules across the state, while opponents argue it restricts local control. Republican State Representative Mitch Little of Louisville noted that the law currently requires legal action to be brought by private individuals who are impacted by violation of local ordinances. Municipalities, he said, can tie up litigation for years without ever addressing the matter at hand. Little suggested giving the Attorney General direct authority to enforce the law and seek expedited judicial review. These reforms are expected to be front and center when the legislature convenes in January. The Texas Minute will be right back.
Hey folks, Chris Salcedo here. I've got something special for you, the Salcedo Storm podcast. As your friendly, liberty-loving Latino, I bring you a mix of engaging discussions to help us fight for our state and our conservative values. It's the perfect way to stay informed and engaged in what's happening around you. So, what are you waiting for? Don't miss out on the storm of information and entertainment coming your way. The Salcedo Storm podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Amid Corpus Christi's worsening drought conditions, city council members there voted this week to postpone the consideration of a design-build contract creating plans for a desalination plant. The action comes despite the city receiving $800 million from the state to fund its water projects. The decision to delay the project was centered on controversy surrounding the environmental impact that the proposed harbor seawater desalination treatment plant would have on the Bay Area. Supporters of the proposal argue that desalination is a needed long-term project and the environmental concerns have been, quote, researched and affirmed several times. But those who oppose the plan argue that it should be placed on the ballot for voters to decide and that, despite several revisions to the plans, nothing has actually changed in their estimation in terms of environmental impact. The project is estimated to cost nearly $1 billion. You can keep up with the latest news impacting all corners of the Lone Star State by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Grant Hawk, Eddie Hovland, and Brandon Waltons. Our producer is the great Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great weekend.